Good afternoon, sir. We are the Group 8, and I will discuss the Somali Current. The chart location of Somali Current. The Somali Current is located along the northeast coast of Africa in the Arabian Sea. It's an atypical western boundary current that flows northward during boreal summer, southwest monsoon, and southward during boreal winter, northeast monsoon. As you can see, sir, there are three pictures of example of Somali Current. The description of Somali Current is it's a surface current of the Western Indian Ocean caused during the northern summer months by the blowing of the southwest monsoon along the coast of East Africa. And the weather condition of Somali Current at longitude 6 degree to 10 degree north of Somalia, the northeastward Somali flow turns eastward at the monsoon current. With the monsoon reversal to the northeast in September, the current begins to weaken until in the winter it disappears entirely to be replaced by slow southwestward drift. And the speed of the current, Somalia Current, surface current of the Western Indian Ocean, caused during the northern summer months by the blowing of the southwest monsoon along the coast of East Africa. Moving coastal waters northeastward along with it for about 950 miles and 1,500 kilometers, with surface velocity reaching up to 9 miles and 14 kilometers per hour. The density of Somalia Current moving coastal water northeastward along with it for about 950 miles. And the behavior of the current along the east coast of Africa, the Somalia Current flows in opposite direction during the peaks of the southwest, July and August, and northeast, December and January monsoon. Benefits to marine life and to the nervy population, Somalia Current is highly productive and it encompasses a rich diversity of coastal habitats including coral reefs, mangroves, seagrass beds, and estuaries. They play an important role in its overall and productivity. It contains a high level of substances and artisanal fisheries, which are confined to its inshore areas due to the ease of access and lack of appropriate expertise and technology to fish in offshore water. Warm current or cold current of Somalia Current is a cold ocean boundary current that runs along the coast of Somalia and Oman in the Western Indian Ocean, and it is analogous to the Gulf Stream in the Atlantic Ocean.
Good afternoon, sir. I'm Christian Ray Sabit, and next I will discuss to you the Lewin Current. Lewin Current chart location. The Lewin Current is a warm ocean current which flows southwards near the western coast of Australia. It rounds Cape Lewin to enter the water south of Australia, where its influence extends as far as Tasmania. And there are some pictures showing of example of Lewin Current. Next, this description of Lewin Current is a body of warm tropical water which originates up around the Indonesian archipelago group of islands near the equator. The current flows down the western Australian coastline, bring the larvae of coral and fish with it. Weather condition of Lewin Current. The surface temperature difference across the current is about 1 degree Celsius at northern West Cape, 2 degree to 3 degree at Fremantle, and can be over 4 degree of Albany in the Great Australian Bight. The current frequently breaks out to sea forming both clockwise and anti-clockwise eddies. Resulting weather to land of Lewin Current. Its strength varies through the year. It is weakest during the summer month, winter in the northern hemisphere. From November to March, when the winds tend to blow strongly from the southwest northwards. The greatest flow is in the autumn and winter, March to November, when the opposing winds are weakest. Evaporation from the Lewin Current during the period contributes greatly to the rainfall in the southwest region of Western Australia. Speed of the current of Lewin Current. Typ- Typical current speed in the Lewin Current and its eddies are about 1 knot, 50 centimeters per second, although speeds of 2 knots, 1 meter per second are common, and the high speed ever recorded by a drifting satellite track buoy was 3.5 knots. Density of Lewin Current. Northwest Australia, the Lewin Current is broad and shallow, 200 km by 50 meters, and has speeds of up to 1 knot. It accelerates along its southward path, and by the time Cape Naturalist is reached 33 degree, it can have speed up to 2 knots. There its warm water are some tens of kilometer wide and can be as deep as 200 meters. Behavior of the current. Instead, the Lewin Current transport warm, tropical, low salinity poleward over a distance of 5,500 km and becomes well-defined near Northwest Cape, Western Australia, where waters from the central Indian join with those from the true flow. Benefits to marine life and to the nearby population of Lewin Current. The current flows down the Western Australia coastline, bring the larvae of corals and fish with it. The current is strongest in winter, resulting in much warmer water around Rottnest compared to the mainland. The Lewin Current allows many tropical animals, including coral, to live. Warm or cold current. The Lewin Current is a warm ocean current which flows southwards near the western coast of Australia. It rounds Cape Lewin to enter the waters south of Australia, where its influence extends as far as Tasmania.
Angola Current. Chart location. Angola country located in southwestern Africa. A large country, Angola takes in a broad variety of landscapes, including the semi-desert Atlantic littoral bordering Namibia's Skeleton Coast, the sparsely populated rainforest interior, the rugged highlands of the south, the Cabinda exclave in the north, and the densely settled towns and cities of the northern coast and north central river valleys. The capital and commercial center is Luanda, a large port city on the northern coast that blends Portuguese-style colonial landmarks with traditional African housing styles and modern industrial complexes. Number two, description. Moroshkin et al. Or the 1970 described the Angola current as fast, narrow, and stable flow that reaches 250 to 300 meters depths and covers both the shelf regions and the continental slope. They measure the water velocity at the surface from 9 degrees S to negative 16 degree Celsius along the coast and found it to be 50 centimeter S negative 1. Weather conditions, the climate in Angola is very warm with annual average of 27 degrees, but has few truly tropical and sultry months. It is warm to hot all year round and invites to bath at average water temperatures of 24 degrees. The warmest and rainiest part of the country is Zaire. The coldest is Namibe. Um, Number four, resulting the weather to land. Angola is a large country of 1,246,700 kilometers on the southwest coast of Africa. The key features of the country's diverse geomorphological or geological hydrological, climatic, and biotic characteristics are presented. This range from the ultra-desert of the Namib through and savannas of the coastal plains to biological diverse transition up to the steep northern border, with the Democratic Republic of Congo, with outliers penetrating southwards in the Angolan escarpment or up the tributaries of the Congo Basin. Above the escarpment, high mountains rise to 2,620 meters above sea level, with isolated remnants of Afromontane forest and grassland. Extensive Brachystegia, Julbernardia, Miombo moist woodlands of dominate the plateaus and peneplains of the Congo and Zambezi basins, and dry woodlands of Colopos acacia, and occur in the southeast towards the Kunene River. Uh, Baikea, Burkea, and Gorbotia woodlands dominating the Kalahari sands of the Endoriac, basins of the Combago, and Covilai River. Rainfalls varies from lower than 20 millimeter per year in the southwest to over 1,600 millimeter in the northwest and northeast. At a regional scale, Angola is notable for having representatives of 7 of Africa's 10 biomes, and 15 of the continent's ecoregions, and placing Angola second, only after the South Africa for its diversity of African ecoregions. Number 5 is the speed of the current. Horizontal movements are called currents, which range in magnitude from a few centimeters per second to as much as 4 meters or about 13 feet per second. The characteristic surface speed is about 5 to 50 centimeter, about 2 to 20 inches per second.
I'm Torion Limul Dames. I'm discussing density. The current population density of Angola in 2022 is 28.10 people per square kilometer, a 3.22% increase from 2021. The population density of Angola in 2021 was 27.22 people per square kilometer, a 3.25% increase from 2020. Then next is behavior of current. Another feature that can be found near the Angola current in the Angola Dome, a cyclonic eddy doming of the thermic zone centered near 10 degrees south and 9 degrees east. It was first documented by Mazaica, who studied its shape, location, and thermal distribution. It is a cold water dome that is generated by a local maximum of ECAM sanction. The Angola Dome does not exist during the winter, and it's with the extension depend on the intensity and horizontal shear of the southeasterly trade winds. The next is benefits to marine life and to the nearby population. Angola is one of the richest countries in the world in natural resources, with significant